For me personally, I know this world is not going to get better.
Okay.
But you need the fact that this world is not going to get better doesn't mean you should sit back.
Okay. Relax.
Yes. It doesn't mean you should sit back. You should do certain things
Okay.
that will make you feel okay for now.
Okay. We are all born to die, so don't feel special than another person. I go by the name Flamboyant Lifestyle, aka what mankind, and this is the Flamboyant Lifestyle interview. Today I have a brother in the studio which is going to tell us so many things about his life. He's going to inspire us, he's going to motivate us, and also he's going to tell us so many things about his life, where he grew up and where he has ended. I really want to see this my guest. So without not wasting my time, let's go for a quick break. When I come back, my guest introduce himself. Stick and stay. If you just tuned in, you are still watching the Flamboyant Lifestyle interview. And as I said earlier on, today we have a gentleman in the studio. Very bold, very calm. So without not wasting my time, let me introduce you to this our guest. Hey bro.
Hey bro. Everything.
Yeah, I did. Everything. Yeah, welcome to the Flamboyant Lifestyle interview.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, once again, welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's usually why I see you up there behind us.
Yeah, it's true.
And now, thank God you are here. You are here to inspire and also motivate the world. Okay, so we want to know you.
Okay.
We don't know you. We want to know you. So, what's your name?
Okay. My name is Bruce Larbi Solomon.
Okay.
That is my name. Bruce Larbi Solomon.
Bruce Larbi Solomon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a nice name. So,
Okay.
Larbi is the surname.
Yes.
Okay.
And Bruce is my surname as well.
Bruce is also your surname.
Yes.
Okay. Hyphen is in.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, we want to know you. So, we are going to your educational background.
Okay.
We are going to your primary, your secondary, and also your tertiary school. The secondary is the high school. So let's start with the primary school. Where did you begin your primary school?
Okay. Beginning my primary school. There is a school at La Paz called Holy Alpha Academy.
Okay.
That was when I started my primary school. Along the line, because we had to relocate from that place, so I had to switch on to a different school. So the school is actually some few miles from this place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called Royal Tower Preparatory School.
Okay.
So right after then, I then moved on to the secondary school.
Okay. What high school did you go?
I attended Kimbu Technical School.
Kimbu.
Yeah.
Okay. The one in Accra.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What course did you do over there?
Okay, I read general arts.
General arts.
Yes.
Okay. So you're an art student.
Yes.
Okay. What about tertiary? Have you been to the tertiary?
No, I've never been to the tertiary.
Okay. So are you having any profession that you are into?
Currently, I'm a teacher now.
You're a teacher.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and also I'm into different things as well, like cryptocurrency.
Okay. Bitcoin and all this.
Yeah.
They are rich.
Not that rich, but we're on the way.
Yeah, on the way. Okay. So you are learning how to trade and
Exactly.
buy and sell.
Exactly.
Okay. That's a nice business. Side business.
Yes,
That
exactly.
you do.
Yeah.
Okay. So you say you're a teacher?
Yes.
Wow. What school do you teach?
Okay, there is a school I'm located at Odako
Odoko.
for the Super Kings Complex.
Okay, Super Kings Complex School
Yeah, exactly.
at Odoko.
Yes.
Okay, so which class, GHS or primary or
Okay, I'm a primary teacher.
primary teacher?
Yes, I teach at primary 3.
Primary 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Primary 3, which age are they in?
Um,
Around what age?
I think the highest should be 12 years.
12 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a profession that you like.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah,
for
that's
now.
what you are doing now.
Yes.
Okay, as a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. So have you dreamt to further your education? Or?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, working on it.
Yeah.
So what school do you want to go?
Okay, I actually want
Tertiary
to
school.
I actually want to pursue an IT course.
IT course.
Yes.
Okay.
So there is this school called AIT.
AIT.
Accra Institute of Technology.
Okay,
Yeah,
that is cool.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gathering yourself to
Yes, exactly.
to the business
Exactly.
level. Okay. So what are your parents? Are they both alive or
Yes, my parents are alive.
both alive?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. Are they staying together? Are they divorced or?
No, they are not divorced. They are staying together, but because of work, my dad is not around.
Okay.
Yeah.
What work does your father do?
Okay, my dad works at Takwa Mines.
Takwa Mines.
Yes.
Okay. And your mom?
My mom is a petty trader. She works
Petty
at Takwa.
Okay. 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 Since you said you're a teacher, and that's the profession you're in now.
Yes.
For now. Okay. As a teacher, what motivates you to go into the classroom to teach a person? Or is it because financial issue that you find yourself teaching, or is it something you love to do?
Not really. Initially growing up, I had this thing for teaching because with the kind of religion that I found myself in, we normally go around to teach people.
Yeah.
Yes. So I have this thing for teaching.
You have the zeal for teaching.
Yes. And when you teach someone, for the person to understand it and express himself or herself, it really motivated me to.
It really motivates
Yes.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
So the way you are a male teacher, how do you take care of both the female and the male students when you are teaching them? And what method do you use to teach them for them to understand? Because at their age, some might get it, some might not get it. So what are the process that you pass through for them to get what you are teaching?
Okay, like you said initially, both the male and the female. With my upbringing as a child, my mom did a really good job.
Okay.
Yes, my mom was like, for me personally, I think my mom is the best mom in the world.
Okay.
Because he brought us up with the Bible, teaching us, you have to respect the other gender. You don't have to do bad things to them. So whenever I'm teaching my children, I just take it slow with them. We all can have the same mental, like,
The IQ.
yes. We all have the same thing. So when you're teaching them, you need to take it at one at a time. So normally, we've been told that we should really focus on those who don't do really well in class.
Okay. So
Yes.
does it mean you don't focus on the clever ones?
Not really. We focus on the clever ones, but much attention should be given to those who doesn't perform well in their class.
Okay.
Those brilliant ones, you can just chip in one or two things and they get it.
They are gone. Okay.
Yes. Normally those kids are, how do I put it? Most of the things that we learn now is like general knowledge.
Okay.
And those children are very, very much apprehending with those things.
Okay.
So the moment you start bringing it up, they just
Understand.
take it. Yes.
Okay. So that's the process that you pass through.
Exactly.
Okay. So what's one child, the child is not getting it? The child is not getting what you are teaching him or her. What do you do? We want to know.
Okay.
What do you do to that child for the child to understand what you are teaching at that particular time?
All right. So you see, one thing that we've realized is that there is this thing called language barrier.
Okay.
Yes. Most of the kids, when they go home, the normal language that they communicate with their parents is our local dialect. So mostly when you're using the foreign language, that is the English language, the official language, when you're using that and the children don't get to understand it, you need to come to their level.
So the first thing you do is just to let them understand in the local language.
Exactly.
Okay, that's the first process.
Yes.
And then you translate it back to the
English
language.
official language.
Okay, that's the first thing. What do you do next? The second method, what do you do?
Okay, so basically because they are children, children are they get to go very well when you show them pictures,
Wow.
images,
Visuals.
exactly. You see, I love to read very much, and I can't remember. I read one of these books. I've forgotten the name though.
Okay.
It said the brain deals with images,
Oh wow.
and mostly that is why children likes to ask questions when they are growing up.
Okay.
Whenever they see, what is this? What is that? So normally we've been told, or the training that I have, we've been told we should normally deal with images whenever that we are teaching children at that level.
Okay.
For them to get it very well.
Okay. That normally they say A for apple. The apple will be there.
Exactly.
So that
exactly.
they'll capture the image
Exactly.
and know that it's apple.
That is apple, yes.
So what's the third one? If you have the third process.
Okay, so the third process is allowing the children to express themselves.
Okay.
For you to know whether you've understood whatever that you thought them.
Okay. Okay. So expressing themselves.
Exactly.
To let them say the way they understand it.
Very well.
For them to know.
Very well.
Okay.
Very well.
So that's the process you pass through teaching that little future.
Exactly.
Okay. Have you been hurt before?
Yes.
What hurt you and what made you sad?
Okay, so there's been a couple of times that I've been hurt.
Okay, so give us one experience that you've passed through that you really felt very hurt within yourself.
Okay, I think there was this family issue that we had. I've always known my mom to be the very quiet type, just like myself.
Okay.
Yes. So there was this day that a lady just came in accusing my mom of taking her money away. So I was really, really surprised because I knew my mom very well that she's not going to do that.
She's not going to do that act.
Yes.
Okay.
So that day I had to walked to the lady and asked her what the actual problem is. She told me she left her money on the table. No, she works with my mom.
Okay, okay.
Yes, she works with my mom, so she said she left her money on the table. She went out to get something, but when she came back, the money was not there.
Okay.
So
Well, they get employed by your mom or they do it together?
yes, they do it together.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I asked her, was my mom the only person around when she left? Then she said no. Said, okay, then how do you accuse my mom of taking your money since she was not the only one present at that time? Then she was just standing there looking at me. You know, what really that made me hurt was people were around.
Okay. Shouting on top
Yes.
of your voice.
So like it caught the attention of
So many people
to come around.
So how did you go about it?
Okay, so they finally got to know before she left. She placed the money right under the carpet.
Wow.
There was this table that they used to put their things on the place. She placed the money right under the carpet.
Okay, so that's the most painful,
Yes,
the most saddest thing that
yes.
happened.
You know, me personally, I hardly make friends.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm very friendly. That is how I am. I hardly make friends.
Why?
You know, growing up, my mom used to tell me if I should go out and get myself into trouble, she will never come to my aid because she doesn't have that much.
Okay.
So that has always been in my head. Yes.
So did you ask her the reason why she told you that?
Yes.
Because you might not know. Sometimes you might be walking. You might not plan to go and do something bad. But sometimes along the line, something might happen without not intentionally do it. So when she told you that, how did you react and what did you ask her? Or did you ask her that why is she telling you that? Or you didn't do that, or you just soak in and you went?
Okay, no, I actually asked her why she's telling me that. So she told me I'm growing up.
Okay.
Yes. She used to play with these kids. Like her friends were very rich by then. So she used to go to their house to go and play in their house. So there was a time something got missing in the house. And you know, because children, a couple of children came around to play, you know, the mom can't blame her daughter.
Yeah.
No, you just imagine, just let's assume you put yourself in her shoes. She can't blame her daughter for taking that in. So she had to blame those children who used to come around. And you know, normally I don't get to understand it. I used to ask myself, why is it always my mom? Among all the children, it was my mom that the woman pointed. So when my mom told me that story, she said that day she really broke down. When she came home, she couldn't eat that evening. So when she told me that, I just had to put that at the back of my mind.
So because of her experience
Exactly.
that happened,
Exactly.
that made you, that made her to tell you that if you go out and find yourself troubled, you will get. She's not coming to your aid. Okay.
Well, she was saying by then maybe she doesn't have the necessary things to come to my aid.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The conversation is getting very interesting and interesting. I said earlier on, this guy is full of wisdom. Look at the method he used teaching people, our future leaders at class 3. He said he visualized them, he made them express themselves, and also he made them know that they have to understand it in their local language before translating it to the foreign language. So without not wasting my time, we will go for a quick break. When we come back, the conversation continues. Stick and stay. If you just tune in, you are still watching the Flamboyant Lifestyle interview, and we are here with Bruce Larbi. He's giving us so many motivational words, he's giving us so many stories, so many things that happen in his life. His mom advising him to be very careful out there, because when you go out there to go and bring problems, she's not having the money to take care of all those things. So he has stayed on that path, and everything is moving on very well for him. So without not wasting my time, let's continue with our conversation. Yo, bro. We are back from the quick break. Okay, so I want to ask you this question. What motivates you to move on, to wake up from bed, just go teach? What give you that drive to do all what you are doing, teaching all those kids?
Alright, so like I said initially from our very first conversation, I'm a very religious person because I was brought up from a religious home.
Okay, what religion do you?
Okay, I'm a witness.
Witness.
Yeah, I'm one of
Jehovah's
Jehovah's
Witness.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
So,
were you born into it, or you watch and read about their way and you know that they are the truth that you want, or you were born into it?
I was born into it.
You were born into it, and you are still willing to join.
Yes.
So, what made you a witness?
Okay, so
Before the morning, and now you've grown, you can read and write, understand certain things.
yes.
Why are you still a witness?
Okay, so the thing is, whatever that you want to like find yourself in, you need to do much research.
Yeah.
Like I said. So I did my personal research. Me myself, I'm a reading addict.
Okay.
Yes, I love to read a lot. So I've been reading, and I've seen so many things that I feel I need to belong to this place.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what sort of thing that you read captivated you to still be a witness?
All right. So I won't go far. We find ourselves in the festive season.
Yeah.
Yes. And most people think Christmas is a Christian festival or something like that. But shockingly, when I did my personal research, I came to the realization that it is not a Christian festival.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what is it?
Initially, it goes down to a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Summarize it. So, what
right.
is it? That festivity that we drink and celebrate.
All right.
We go to church.
So I'll
exchange gifts.
All right. So I won't spend much of your time.
Okay.
Christmas is basically based around Jesus Christ being born, celebrating his birthday. But I believe you also read the Bible.
Yeah, I'm also a Christian.
So from Genesis to Revelation, which of the Bible verses or these Bible quotations have you ever came across that one of Jesus' disciples or those Christians celebrated their birthday?
Wow, that is a question over there.
Yes, there is a big question mark.
Because the Bible is specifically made to know Christ from Genesis to Revelation.
Exactly.
So everything about the Bible is about Christ.
Exactly.
So those disciples they are talking about that they are birthday, God don't want us to know about them. God wants us to know about Christ. So the main center is Christ.
All right.
Not them.
Like you said, the main center is Christ. But we have various of the Bible quotations or those Bible verses that they put people's life in there.
Life stories.
Yes, someone like Moses.
Yeah. Someone like Moses,
Hezekiah, and all those people.
Yeah.
God really wanted us to learn something from them. That is why he wrote about them over there.
Okay.
So mostly when we tell people all these things, they get so shocked.
Okay. I was shocked by from the first comment you made.
Yes.
They did celebrate their birthday, and I came to realize that the Bible is centered on Christ, not them. So if their birthdays are not in it, God don't want us to know about them. He wants us to know about Christ. So it's about Christ. That's why Christ's birthday, death day, and all those things are in.
Yes, like I said, if God didn't want us to know about all these people, He wouldn't have putting some of them in the Bible, their life stories over there for us to read about it, for us to give us like a clear path to our life in this
So it's because of that.
We have so many things.
So that's the one thing.
Yes, we have so many things.
Okay, so let's go back to our question.
All right.
What we are discussing about.
Okay.
We are talking about what motivates you, fuel you, for you to teach, and what sort of motivational ways, if you can give to us, what motivates you, encouragement, what inspires you to do all those things, teaching the other little generation.
Okay, so the thing is, most like I said initially, because I was brought up from like a very religious home, our world, most people think our world is going to get better.
Okay.
You see, that is the most, there is this figure of speech that we normally use. It is, they call it ironic.
Okay.
Most people think this world is going to get better. But the actual truth is,
it's going to be worse.
It is not going to get better.
Okay.
Because the Bible has said it.
Yeah.
So what motivates me mostly is, I have to.
So what about the people who don't believe in the Bible, the Quran and all those things too? What do they say about it? Because maybe they've read the Quran and the Quran has specified that the world is going to be better.
Okay.
But maybe the Bible has specified that the world is not going to be better, or like what you are saying. What about the people who have the Bible, the Quran and all those things?
You see, that is why if you are learning And if every good learner doesn't center his learning or his or her learning path on just one way,
Okay.
you need to read across, you need to learn across.
Okay.
You compare and you contrast.
Okay, so let's move on.
All right.
Explanation.
All right. So mostly for me, anytime I wake up in the morning, I read my Bible because for me personally, I know this world is not going to get better.
Okay.
But you need the fact that this world is not going to get better doesn't mean you should sit back.
Okay. Relax.
Yes. It doesn't mean you should sit back. You should do certain things
Okay.
that will make you feel okay for now.
Okay.
Also-
Certain things like what?
Okay, certain things like, mostly with the kind of world that we find ourselves now, depression has really taken over.
Wow, depression is one major key.
Yes, depression. I think that is the most thing that is really, really troubling our world these days. I think some few weeks ago, I read about, I don't know if you know this guy, he's a media personality.
Okay.
I think he's in the Western world. He's called DJ Twitch or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. He committed suicide
Wow, what happened?
due to depression.
Okay.
He was fighting like things within him.
Okay. Things you can't control.
Things he can't control. Some of the things we can't control them ourselves.
Okay.
That is why God created us as what? Human beings. Human beings are social beings.
Yeah.
So we need to what? Get close to each other.
Have
Interact. Exactly.
conversation.
Exactly.
Okay. So if you are giving an antidote for depression, can you give us 3 ways if someone is battling with depression, if the person passed through these 3 processes, the person can be cool and just move on to another chapter of him or her life?
Alright, so the first thing is one,
Okay.
you need to go out there and talk to someone.
Communication.
Communication is very key.
Why do we have to be why do we have to communicate with each other to solve depression? Can you explain this more in this box?
Alright, so like I said, we are social beings.
Okay.
There is this quote that one of these professors wrote about. They made this personal research about it. They made one guy to stay in a room
Okay.
for 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yes, a very far place.
Did that food?
There was no one around him.
Okay.
There was no one around him, just himself.
In a room.
Yes. When they went back into the room, they came to realize the guy was losing his sanity.
Wow.
So
Just for those 24 hours.
just that 24 hours.
Wow.
There was no mobile phone with him. There was no internet.
Wow.
Just himself. And they came to realize the guy was losing his sanity. So then they came to realize, no, human beings are not meant to be on our own.
You don't have to be quiet.
Yes.
You don't have to be indoors.
Yes.
You don't have to only you being inside. You battle with certain things. So you have to have communication with
Communication.
people. Okay, and what is the second one?
Okay, so the second one is mostly people really don't know what motivates them.
Okay.
Yeah, people don't know what motivates them. And on our side of this world, personally, that is why the white said, if you want to hide a secret or a treasure from the black man, put it in the book.
Okay.
I would like to, most of our youth now spend more hours on the internet.
More than reading a book.
More than reading a book.
Oh, that is very true. So if you are part of them, just know that spending time on the internet, you are feeding yourself a chance. Just have a break, have a great book, read, have knowledge, and fuel yourself. So let's move on.
Alright, so that is the second one.
Okay.
Now let me move on to the third one.
Okay.
Okay, the third one is, you see, most people find it difficult, okay, to communicate with their creator.
Okay.
Mostly we underrate or we underestimate prayer.
Okay. So communicate with the creator.
Yes.
Prayer.
Yes.
So how about someone who doesn't believe in prayers?
Someone who doesn't believe in prayers.
What should a person
Okay, so like I said, that is.
Can a person use only that to, or just you have to pass through all these 3 processes for that person to be okay?
Not necessarily. We have so many ways to tackle depression.
Okay.
So many ways.
Okay, so let's start with the prayer. Someone might love to
Alright.
listen and
Alright.
practice it.
Alright.
Okay.
So the Lord that we serve, or the Creator that we serve, He told us He's a listening what? Father.
Yeah.
So whenever that we come to Him, He listens to us.
Okay.
He knows we are not perfect.
Okay, so for the Christians and Muslims, you have to pray. For
Yes.
the Buddhists, you have
Yes.
to meditate.
Yes.
And this all comes with prayer.
Yes.
Okay. That's very good way of showing someone who is battling with depression. Depression is very real.
It's very well.
So if you're out there, if you not check up on a friend that is closer to you, just pick your phone right now, call the person. Oh brother, how are you? Sister, how are you doing? Just the person you hear your voice, or even let the person feel like it's having someone, and the person can open up to you. And if something is bothering you, just tell someone who is closer to you, so the person will give you an answer. If the person cannot answer, the person should refer you to another person who will give you deep answer, because depression is very real. Okay, so we are coming to the end of the interview. Like you said, your morning routine, you said you read your Bible, and what do you do?
Okay, so right after reading my Bible, I pray.
You pray,
Yes, and I do exercise as well.
exercise.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
to keep you fit.
Yes.
Exercise.
So it is not just that, and I also meditate.
Meditate.
Yes, meditation.
What sort of meditation do you do?
Okay, so normally I have these good books that I read aside the Bible.
Okay, which
Okay,
books
so-
are there? Can you recommend some?
Yes, one of the books that I would suggest every youth of our days should get really their hands on is Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Read that. Well,
Poor Dad.
I'll put the description
Okay, so
under the link.
I'll get to the author right after the interview.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll put it there. You check then. What you read, it will help you. Is it
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Okay,
Yes.
that's
It really talks about, I'll just get some few points in there. It really talks about, our education system normally teaches us how to get good grades, come out of school, get good job and do. But they normally don't teach us financial literate,
Okay.
how to be financially
Sound.
endowed.
Okay.
And that is one of the things that is causing
Ordering
our,
us.
yes,
Okay. Because one of these days, a lot of people are waiting for the government to open business.
exactly.
But if you are having that knowledge in the book, we can start our own business without not relying on
Exactly.
any person. Okay. So we've come to the end of the interview. I want you to look into the lens of the camera.
Okay.
I want you to advise someone who is trying his best, but the best is not catching fire. The person is really suffering. The person is thinking of committing suicide. Just look into the camera. Just tell that person something.
Alright. So just like you said, I've been there before. I know some of you out there are also battling depression, but hey, don't give up. Don't give up. We still have the best thing out there to achieve, okay? Don't give up. Like we started earlier on, my educational, there was some glitches in there, but I've not given up. We have some people who have given up along the way. So please, I'm begging you, those fighting depression, don't give up. If you're fighting it, find someone there. Find someone that you can trust and talk to them. Don't give up. Suicide is not an option. Okay? Find someone out there and talk to that person. And I promise you, you're going to find your path and you're going to do your best.
Okay. You are going to find your path and you are going to do your best. That's Bruce. Very bold, very confident, very intelligent. I know you've learned so many things in this interview, one or two things. Pick it up. That's the main purposely we had this interview. Don't just watch. And if you are watching, to make sure you share. A brother, a sister, grandma, grandpa, any person that is closer to you, share this video. Don't be selfish. Don't watch it alone. Share it. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please subscribe. It's Flamboyant lifestyle. Subscribe it. Subscribe so that any video that will be uploaded, you'll be the first person to watch. God richly bless you for watching our home, everywhere you find yourself watching. God richly bless you. I'm saying it again. Because God blesses added no sorrow. Be good, be you, and do good. Bye bye.